Welcome to Taiwan Talk. I'm Donovan Smith. Today we are with the Taichung Social Affairs Bureau Director General, Peter Lugenda. Welcome to the program.
Hi, hello, Donovan and dear friends from ICRT.
So I understand Taichung is the first local government in Taiwan to implement a new type of welfare state concept called social investment, and is putting it in practice. Now, what is this basic concept of social investment?
Okay, well, I think the basic idea of Dr. Lin Jialong, his idea is actually to end the traditional welfare state as we know it. Traditionally, we are very accustomed to solve some social problems with money, but it is not so effective, and we produce more problems. So actually, our idea is instead of money, we would like to provide more services. And our idea is actually to take good care of the children and also your elderly, so that the young people they can go to work without they don't have to worry about how about my baby, my children, my elderly, etc. Well, the city government they will take good care of that, so that in terms of child care, we have create more services to take good care, and also in terms of elderly.
Now, I understand that the child care is a big part of this plan.
Yes.
And it includes elements of labor force participation and improving basic fertility in the city.
Yes.
Now, what exactly are these policies, and how have they gone so far?
Okay. Well, Taichung city government is until now probably the first city government who provide the children aged from 0 to 6 to some degree subsidize childcare costs. And in terms we have created many jobs. Say, for example, for the babysitters, the nannies, and also kindergartens. I can show you some data. In Taichung, before Dr. Lin Jialong as a mayor, we have only 2,500, but until now we have approaching 400 babysitters, and the kindergarten enrollment rate has increased from only about 4,000. Now is about 40,000. Now is about 52, because the city government they pay subsidize, from 2,500 to 3,000 per month, so that many young generations, particularly young mothers, they will consider, why not send my babies or my children to the kindergarten, and I can go out to have a work. So more double income families will be created on the one hand, and on the other hand, because this demand has increased, so that more jobs in the babysitter market has also been created. So, but I mean, the very important policy instrument is that we have created a regulated market. I mean, the price has been regulated. And those who would like to enter this market, because you have been subsidized by the city government, so you have to accept my conditions. You cannot have a very too expensive. So through this price regulated market, more jobs has been created and more demand has also been created, so that a so-called a very positive circle has been created.
Now, has this improved the local fertility rate?
Oh, of course, absolutely. Well, on the one hand, our fertility rate has been increased because many young generations, they think, from 0 to 6, right? Well, the city government will take good care on the one hand, and on the other hand, well, many young generations nearby, say for example from Zhanghua, from Nantou, from Miaoli, they moved to Taichung because it's an attractive social policy project for them. So actually, well, you know, well, Taichung has just been jumped as the second largest city now in Taichung, surpassed Kaohsiung. So I think it's a very, very positive and successful policy.
Now, have you seen Taiwan has a declining workforce now?
Oh, of course.
And how is this policy? I understand that part of the policy is now to bring more mothers into the working force. Now, have you seen that in practice?
Yeah. Well, you know, together with many advanced countries, where Taiwan's economy has been transformed into a so-called post-industrial or more focused on services. So this service economy actually they demand many labor force, particularly from female. But you know, many women they are worried about their care problems. So and I mean now our just successful childcare policies actually will to help to solve or to tackle this care problem, so that more a woman they can they will join the labor market, and they don't have to care about their care problem.
Right.
So
child care problem.
Yeah, the child care problem.
You don't have to worry about that.
But, you know, compared to many European countries, well, Taiwan's female labor participation rate is still quite low. It's only about 50%, compared to, say, for example, Sweden is about above 18%, and in Germany is about 72, etc., etc. So that, I mean, now our just social policy is actually, I would like to say, is a very, very positive and also very productive, because it will push more women to go to work, and through because well, the city government they tackle or they address just a care problem.
Now, I understand that you're also now doing a lot to work with the elderly, which is
yes.
As the population ages.
Yes.
Now, what are you doing differently with the elderly than previous administrations or other governments around Taiwan?
Okay. Well, in Taiwan, we have developed a so-called 7-to-1 project.
Now, is this all of Taiwan or specific to Taichung?
Only to Taichung. And I would say also the innovative idea of Dr. Lin Jialong. We have analyzed our elderly population, and we have got a so-called 7-to-1 formula. About 70%, according to our analysis, is still healthier. Is a still healthy status, but 20% is a so-called sub health status, and 10% is a so-called long-term care demand, or the so-called disability. So we developed different schemes to satisfy with their demands, and our vision or our goal is actually to offer a so-called preventive policy. If you are healthier, we hope you will be more healthier. But how? It's actually a so-called locally. It's a locally and some local healthier promotion project. And very, very interesting now in Taichung is actually we encourage the elderly community-based. They can organize themselves and to eat meal or cook meal together. So based on, say, for example, from 30 to 50, or to even in some communities even 100, they cook together and they eat together. Of course, normally is say, for example, once or twice or even every day in a week. And we have also volunteers to cook for them. So it's a very, very, it's a very warm, it's like a family. And the city government we will subsidize some of the meal costs. You just have you just have to pay 20 per meal or etc. And another 30 will be covered by the city government, so that many elderly people they will go outside. So it's actually in this sense it's a very good very active to encourage them to go outside. Point one and point two, we in Taichung we will also have hire or have some teachers to make some health promotion programs, etc. And the third is we have many college elderly college. The elderly, the retirees, they can learn Japanese, English, or practice some calligraphy, paintings, or even the most welcomed project activity is actually singing.
Singing.
I don't know why, but the elderly they enjoy singing. And of course that's great, because it's your lungs, right? Or I don't know why, but in Taichung is very popular. So this is for the healthier, but for the 20% we will have some.
And these are the 20% that are less healthy.
Yeah, it's less healthier. We will also send some nurse or nurses at home to take good care of you. But the most important is just 10%. Just 10% is actually the so-called the long-term care project. And actually now in Taichung, we developed many community-based project. Say, for example, you can send your disabled parents, to our daycare center, and we will take good care of them. And after the children, after they go home, they can pick them up home.
Now, I understand that you're opening a new center downtown near Taichung Park.
Oh, yes.
Where you're going to be working with nonprofit organizations and enterprises.
Yeah.
Now, do you plan to cooperate with them, and what are the benefits of doing this?
Fine. Okay. Well, this is also so-called the Social Innovation Center in Taichung, and the idea is actually to encourage a triangle collaborative project between the city government, the nonprofit organization, and also the enterprises. And we will finance some interesting and innovative project to address, say, for example, the elderly problem, and also the child care problems, and also, say, for example, the poverty, say, etc. And in terms of technological innovation or organizational or care services innovation, we will finance and we will also encourage. Say, for example, let me have an example. In Taichung, we are very strong in robot industry. So now we are trying to encourage some young guys, or some collaboration between the young guys and also the firms to develop some programs.
Robot
Robot
assistance programs.
To solve this just labor force shortage problem in care problem.
Now, what challenges or difficulties have you had in implementing this new social investment?
Okay, 2 points. The first one is still, I would say, is from our general public and also our citizens. As I said, traditionally, our citizens, they are very accustomed to solve the problem with money. And now we have a social policy paradigm shift, right? From in cash now to more in services. So, of course, we have to conduct some welfare reform, which means we have to cut some project. And some citizens, they will be unhappy with that. They will complain, well, previously I have money, but now we don't have. But now we offer more services, and so that we have to convince the citizen what is the profit and what is the advantage of this transition. And it costs many times, and it's very costs many energy, because particularly the elderly, they are very recently we have just cut the subsidies for the healthcare insurance, and many elderly they are unhappy with that. Well, so you can understand, right?
Yeah, people always hate it when they lose free money.
Yeah, right. Particularly the elderly. But, we offer more services and try to convince, don't worry, if you really are in trouble, well, the city government will take good care of you. Okay, so the first one is, the problem is the communication with the citizens. And the second one I would like to say is still it's still a financial problem, because to finance it, we need money. But together with many advanced countries, is that our revenues, particularly from the government, is it has decreased. So about this financial problem, I think in the long term it will be a challenge.
So now with this social investment, have you found other cities in Taiwan or the national government, have they shown any particular interest in this?
Oh yes, Taipei.
Yeah.
For example, the Mayor Ko, it seems he is very interested in our idea, and actually, where Taipei has learned from Taichung about our child care.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but because in Taiwan is from 0 to 6. Now in Taipei, so far as I know, they just imitate, or they just learn, I think, from 4 to 5 years. But now they are still trying to learn how to look how is the effects.
I think it's in Chinese the 一条龙 policy.
Yeah,
一条龙
policy. Yes.
Yeah, the one long dragon policy from 0 to 6. Yeah.
Yeah, because where our mayor, his name is Lin Jialong.
Lin Jialong, yes, to play on his name as well. So.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Now, what is the next step for social investment in Taichung? Where do you plan to take this?
Okay. I think 2 points. The first one is quantity. The second one is quality. In terms of quantity, I would like to say, in Taichung, we still face the rural and rural divide. I mean, the facilities.
An urban-rural divide,
yes,
right?
divide. Yeah. I mean, the facilities, either child care or elderly care. I will not concern about the urban. But Taichung is still quite large, so we have also many rural area.
Where, so these are the areas that would used to have been Taichung County.
Oh yes, yeah, the Taichung County near, say for example, near the sea or near the mountain. The facilities is obviously still underdeveloped. So our focus is actually to balance. So we will have more investment. Here in just underdeveloped areas, I mean, to offer more facilities to satisfy the demand in this rural area. Point one, and is what I mean about quantity, and the second one is about quality. I mean, in terms of child care and elderly care, it's about love. You need to take good care. Also, it's not your children, it's not your parents, but you have to treat them and serve them like your children and like your parents. And it costs many patience and also many time. And to attract the people to enter these projects, I mean, of course, their salary. The income must be guaranteed. And the second one is, more training program must be practiced to safeguard the quality. So I think it is the two challenges, and also in the near future is our policy goal in the next stage.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Director General. Thank you for your time.
Hi, thanks so much, Donovan, and many thanks to our dear friends from ICRT. Wish you have a wonderful time and welcome to Taichung.